Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Accountable Sports.
Big week this week.
Big week.
Going against the Rams.
Yeah.
2-0 versus 2-0.
Big measuring stick.
Yeah.
It's the only 2-0 matchup on Sunday. Monday, you got the Ravens versus Chiefs.
Which everyone's going.
Everyone's tuning in for that one. But
Yeah.
So this is this is going to be a big measuring stick for us.
This is going to be a big measure, in my opinion, a big measuring stick if Edmonds and Milano are out there.
Oh, yeah. If
both those guys aren't out there,
we're having a tough time.
That's going to be a rough one for us.
Yeah. We barely sneaked by the Dolphins. I don't think we sneaked by the Rams.
No. And to anyone say that, we would win without them is insane.
Yeah. Allen would have to come out and throw for 500 yards.
500 and have a PF grade of a 78.
Right. So,
that joke is there is because if you know PFF,
it doesn't like Josh
They don't
Allen.
like the Bills or Josh Allen.
Right. So, I'm hoping one of them plays because I would think that Tyrell Dodson showed enough last week that he should be above A.J. Klein. So, if you give me Tremaine Edmonds and Tyrell Dodson or Matt Milano and Tyrell Dodson and A.J. Klein rotating in, maybe playing a heavy package like a 4-3 outside linebacker, then
because we really should play.
Better.
We really should play 4-3 linebacker, 3 linebackers, or we could really argue about things, but in the box safety or linebacker is what I want over a nickel corner, only because they've been running the ball almost 30 times a game, each game.
Right.
They want to control the game. They want to do play actions.
Yep. A lot of their plays come off play action.
This could be a game where we could see Klein be worth his $6 million versus Dodson. But, those guys, Malcolm, I think his name is Malcolm Brown.
Malcolm Brown, yep.
Had a big week 1.
Yep.
Doesn't show up week 2.
But Henderson
shows up.
Yep.
And Cam Akers is, we're assuming out. He's some kind of rib injury.
Yep.
So we're going to see a heavy dose between the Henderson had 12 carries, Brown had 11 last game.
Right.
And then the previous week, it was Brown had 18 carries.
Right. They've been averaging high 20s, low 30s for run plays.
For the 2 running backs.
Yeah, for run plays. So a lot of running, and then, which I thought the Dolphins were going to do against us with their 3 running backs. They decided to pass against us, which plays into our strength. But, down 2 linebackers, even down 1 linebacker, I would run on us,
Yeah.
So, but I think it's going to be a big week for our D line. I don't know why.
Has to be. The amount of money we've invested in our defensive line.
And they haven't come out yet, really.
We're going to get 3 sacks. That's just what we do. It's our coverage sacks.
Yep.
I don't care what you tell me. That's our average for the last 2 years.
Right.
We're going to get another 3 sacks this game. We've said about it each week. We get 3 sacks. It's going to happen.
Little spurts here and there from our D-line, but for the most part, not a lot of pressures.
Not a lot of pressure.
I think this is a big one, especially I know Whitworth is a good left tackle, but man, that man's 37, 38 years old. Come on, Jerry.
You would hope that Jerry Hughes needs a game.
Yep.
Because at this point, Jerry Hughes is playing enough to be not on the Bills next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I need a game from my ends this week. If you get after Jared Goff, I think it's not an easy win, but it's more winnable.
Yeah.
It's more possibility to win, more winnable. Is winnable a game? I don't know.
Winnable's got to be a word.
Yeah, right? It's totally a word. It is now.
Yeah. For this segment, winnable is a word.
Right, winnable. Yeah. Not to be confused with Winovich.
Yeah.
But I think, my key, at least on the defensive side, is defensive line.
Yeah. I'm with you. My thing is hold the running backs to 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
If you hold that running back to 3 yards a carry and you make Jared Goff, I don't think Jared Goff is throwing it 30 times.
Right.
20 of 27, and then 20 of 31. I lied. And against the Cowboys, he had 0 touchdowns and 1 pick.
Damn.
And the Eagles, which the Eagles lost to the Redskins, so really.
Yeah, right.
Where do you put that one? But he goes 20 for 27, 267 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So.
Which a lot of those were to the tight end, so cover the tight end.
Yeah, all 3 were to a tight end.
Yeah. So, and then what we were talking about earlier, like I think we have more of a favorable matchup with our corners on these wide receivers than we did with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins have some thick receivers.
Yeah. Devontae Parker 6'3", Preston Williams 6'5", Mike Gesicki 6'6". I mean, Robert Woods is at 6 foot. Cooper Kupp, I could not believe how tall that man was. He was 6'2". I don't know if that's just because I assume white receivers are small. I'm not sure. But I was surprised that he was 6'2".
Yeah. I mean, I knew he was taller. I didn't realize he was 6'2", only because
Right.
I really liked him out of Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
But,
Coach's
I mean, I
son.
sent you a lot of
Yeah,
things
you
on
did.
him.
Yeah, you
but,
did.
Cooper Kupp is one of the best slot receivers.
Yep.
I think if you see him in the slot, I weirdly think you see, like, Micah Hyde cover him a lot more than I probably want Micah Hyde to
Right.
cover.
Or maybe this is more of Saron Neal. Maybe Saron
We'll
Neal
see if
gets more
Saron Neal
time
gets
this
playing time.
Yeah. Because like trade day, I would have on Robert Woods. Just take that option away.
Yeah, and then you got Vance Jefferson,
At
Reynolds.
6 foot. Reynolds is 6'4". He's a little taller. Then you got Higbee at 6'6". You said.
Yeah, Higbee to me, to my thing for this team, stop the run for 3 yards, stop Higbee.
Yep.
And I know it's weird because Higbee's been in the league for almost 5 years. This is really his first year as a starter. I think his first couple of years, Jared Cook was there.
Yep.
So Higbee, I mean, he had 5 catches, 54 yards, and 3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
They ran the ball, threw their tight ends for touchdowns, threw for Cobb for 5 for 81.
And you said that doubled his career touchdowns, right?
So previous to that, he had 7 career touchdowns.
7 career touchdowns. Okay.
And then the last game he had 3. So that's what I'm saying. But, like, I mean, each year is new for every player.
Yeah.
But clearly it showed that, I mean, Goff had no touchdowns up until week 2.
Right.
He threw 3 to Higbee. So his only touchdowns to any receivers is to Higbee.
Yeah, it's the tight ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cover Higbee, limit the run, get a lot of pressure on Goff, especially with just sending 4. Like we paid our defensive line to get pressure with just 4. Whitehair. Whitworth. I mean, he's 37, 38. Like you gotta be able to bend the edge, use your quickness around him.
Yeah. And then there are other tackles like Rob Havenstein. He's like another big old bruiser.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why they run the ball so many times, because they have these big bruiser-like linemen.
Yep.
We got to get pressure.
Yeah.
We get pressure. Oh, it's a different ball game.
Yeah. I'm not as worried.
No.
Especially if Edmonds
If Edmonds and Milano, one of the two or both are playing,
then we're good. Offense. What are some of your keys on offense?
So Jalen Ramsey's going to cover Diggs.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone tells me. That's what Ramsey is.
Yep.
Ramsey made that.
That's going to be a fun matchup.
Yeah. And then Ramsey, you got to
likes to
remember,
talk.
Ramsey made that bullshit comment
Yeah.
a few years ago, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago,
Yeah.
about how Josh Allen is an overrated trash. Yeah, overrated trash.
Yep.
I want Josh Allen to come out and toss bombs on him.
True story.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think with him being there, again, John Brown is my dark horse
Yes.
every week.
Mm-hmm.
John Brown's going to get you 6 to 7 catches.
Because other than the Dolphins, no one has a great number 2 corner to guard up with John Brown.
John Brown is a solid second wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then, again, I'm going to go John Brown, that 6 catches, 60 to 80 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Beasley, I'm going to go another 5 catches, 70 yards.
So 5 catches on here?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to put so much pressure on Diggs. Diggs has over 120 yards per game.
Yeah.
You got to cover him.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to put so much pressure on guarding him
Yeah.
that they're going to allow they're going to allow Brown and Beasley to get open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they leave one-on-one, I am more than confident with Brown and Beasley
Absolutely.
to win those one-on-one matchups against Hill, and I don't know who their third corner is.
Yeah. Maybe not Jaquan Johnson. That's our guy. They have a Johnson.
Yeah.
They have a Johnson that's good. He's good safety.
Yeah, Johnson's their safety. But again, if you're going to take your safety away to do that,
Yeah. Then you definitely have one-on-one with John Brown.
then you have one-on-ones with,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, or one-on-one with Diggs, and maybe take a couple shots at Jalen Ramsey, because Diggs, I feel like, could win against Jalen Ramsey just because he is such a good route runner that he can just beat him to a spot.
Right.
Like Jalen Ramsey, I feel like would be good against like DK Metcalf or Julio Jones. Just being physical with a physical wide receiver. Like I feel like that's just the corner he is.
Yeah.
But like with Diggs, if Diggs can get off the the press that I'm guessing Jalen Ramsey likes to do because it's Jalen Ramsey. I've never seen Diggs against press because he's new to the Bills, so I've not watched him against
for
press.
the 2 games. But again, I know. He had Byron Jones and Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
And then that rookie corner.
Yeah.
But he didn't have an issue against any of those corners.
Right. Jalen Ramsey is a whole nother animal. So can you get off the press and then just beat him to a spot? Diggs, I could still see having maybe 5 catches for 50 yards, but I expect over 100 yards by John Brown.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is Brown's big game.
Yeah.
Brown or Beasley.
Yeah.
It's one of those 2.
Yeah, definitely. Because Dawson Knox, we're still not sure about with the concussion. You got to go like 2 days without having symptoms. So it's possibly Croft starting and Lee Smith and
Croft,
then
Smith,
Gilliam.
and Gilliam.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I could see us running more of a 4 wide receiver set, taking away. I could see McKenzie probably getting the most snaps he'll ever get in his life this game.
Yep. And a lot more snaps for Gabe Davis maybe too.
I'm hoping that. Yeah. Because I feel McKenzie and Gabe Davis could be that little weird position where if those guys become successful, you take that much more pressure off of Brown, Beasley, and Diggs.
Yeah.
To allow one-on-one matchups.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have confidence in McKenzie and Gabe Davis after his touchdown catch. That's a big play. I have a lot of confidence if I'm Josh Allen, my number 4 wide receiver, Gabe Davis, on your number 4 corner.
Yeah, 4 corner, a linebacker, a safety.
Safety, yeah. Whoever's guarding him.
Yeah.
I'm taking my guy, Gabe Davis, against him. He's going to win. I'm going to throw him open.
Yeah. So, we always start off like big plays or bold predictions.
Yeah.
Or let's go scores.
Okay.
Let's finish it off with bold predictions.
Okay, scores?
You know what I'm saying? Like scores, let's do our sacks,
Yeah.
picks, or anything like that.
Yeah,
And then our bold
touchdowns,
predictions. Yeah.
Score, I'm going to say it's a shootout. I'm going to say we win 35-28. So another nail biter, but we win it by 7. So we win it by a touchdown, 35-28. Josh Allen goes over 300 again, just because I think, like we talked about before the video, we need to spread them out and in order to help double team on Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
But I think Josh Allen adds another 70 yards rushing. So
A lot of running.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he breaks some plays because I think he gets outside the pocket more because maybe it's collapsing because of Aaron Donald, and he just sees everyone's got their back to him or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Start taking off.
Yeah.
And that'll hurt the Rams a lot. So
Did he get 70 rushing yards against the Jets? Was it close to it?
he was close to it. He was definitely close to
Yeah.
it. He had 14 carries, so I think he was over it.
Okay.
Or right around there. So,
I would say it was close. It's probably
Yeah.
60, 70 yards. Yeah.
yeah, so 370 total yards, 300 passing, 70 rushing. I'm going to say 2 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing, and then the other, 2 are going to be runs by Zach Moss and Devin Singletary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big offensive.
Big offensive day.
Yeah, from both teams. Unfortunately for the Bills defense, but I think especially if we don't have both of our linebackers, you're just going to see that.
So you're assuming right now that we don't have both of our linebackers in.
Yeah. Even if we have one of them, you're still down Milano or Edmonds,
Yeah.
So I think 3 total touchdowns, 370 yards by Josh Allen. I think we have a 100-yard rusher, though. I think we have a 100-yard rusher with Singletary. Singletary's running the ball hard.
He is.
Make a lot of people miss.
All right. I'm going to go Bills win.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very close. I think if Edmonds, I want to say this as a Bills fan. If Edmonds or Milano are both, 1 or 2 of them are in,
Yep.
our chances of winning are very successful.
Oh, yeah.
If they're not in, sadly, I don't think the Bills win this game.
No?
No.
Okay.
But if I'm going to say one or two of them are in, that's how I'm going to predict right now. I'm going to go. Now, mind you, the Rams have not allowed 20 points in the first two games. Mm-hmm. And that was the Cowboys and the Eagles. I would say
the Cowboys are a good team.
Cowboys are a good offensive team. I mean, they
Yeah.
put up 40 points against the Falcons. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, everyone is doing that. But
Yeah, that's a really good offense to hold under 20 points.
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Go for them.
And I think we held them under 20 points, too.
Yeah.
Without CeeDee Lamb. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go tight one, 24-21 Bills.
24-21, okay.
All three touchdowns, Josh Allen. Throws 2, runs 1.
Throws 2, run 1.
He's going to get over 300 yards.
Yep.
Cole Beasley gets 1. I think Stephon Diggs gets the other.
Okay.
I think Stephon Diggs keeps it going. Josh Allen runs 1 in. I think he gets about 50 yards rushing.
50 yards rushing.
I think he runs somewhere between, I'm going to say 10 rushes.
Okay.
And I hate saying that, but I think we're going to do a bunch of read options. And I think just like the Jets, I think the Rams are going to want to crash to get the ball out of Singletary's hands. Mm-hmm. So to do that read option and pull back, because they want Josh Allen to run with it. Because Josh Allen, as much as I love his tenacity, with that he fumbles.
Yep.
And I think that's what they want him to do.
Turnover machine.
Yeah. Not this year though.
So far.
Yeah.
He does have 2 fumbles. So.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think we hold the Rams to, those running backs. We go 2-1. Sacks. 3 sacks. I'm always going to predict 3 sacks.
It's a good prediction. It's what we're averaging.
Going to be my consistency. Yeah. I'm going to go. Mario Addison gets his 3rd sack this year.
Okay.
I think a corner or safety gets the next one. I'm going to go Micah Hyde.
Okay.
With a safety blitz. No, I'm going to go Poyer. I'm going to go Poyer.
Feeling Poyer.
Yeah. Addison, Poyer,
yep.
and Oliver. Those are my 3 sacks.
I like Oliver.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good on Oliver. I'm having
same thing as last week. I know I hate sounding like a broken record, but I think those 3. I think we cause 2 turnovers.
Oh.
I think we do a forced fumble.
Oh.
I think one of the running backs cough it up.
Okay.
And I think we get a pick.
Okay.
And Levi Wallace gets the pick.
Levi Wallace with the pick.
Yeah.
Showing love for the guy that's getting all the hate.
He's going to get a lot of hate, but he's also going to get a lot of balls thrown his way.
Yeah.
And I think
more opportunity. Happen. Yeah.
I think Tre'Davious White guards Robert Woods. I think he pretty much takes Robert Woods to get 2 to 4 catches. Yeah. And I think you're going to put Levi Wallace on either Jeff or whatever, Reynolds and or Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
And I think they're just going to throw it at him. And I think the quarterback's just going to make one mistake, and Levi Wallace is going to take advantage of it.
You got the law of averages on your side. I mean, for the amount of
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about
opportunities he's going to have. Yeah, you definitely have the and
Levi Wallace has, I think, a pick a year.
Yeah.
So I
think you definitely do, possibly. I have Oliver and Hughes, and I'm going to go Vernon Butler.
That's a big boy to get
Vernon Butler with the sack.
You know what? I'm changing it. Sorry. Okay. Not the sacks. Jordan Poyer gets a sack and a pick this game.
Oh, sack and a pick. Wow.
Sack and a pick.
Sack and a pick. That's big.
Yeah, that's my big guy today, that game.
That's big. I think Tre'Davious White gets his pick.
Gets his pick that
game? I think Tre'Davious White gets a pick. I think Jared Goff is going to try
to hit Robert Woods.
Yeah, to hit Robert Woods. And I think Tre'Davious White probably didn't take a tongue lashing, but he got picked on against Miami.
The crazy thing is there was a play where he kind of just stepped over the wide receiver and kind of did this and deflected it. He could have easily stepped over and just did this.
Right.
And that kind of irritated. I felt like he wanted to play safe after that and just make the stop, get the 4th down, go.
Yeah. Yep. But I think he gets a pick because I think he wants to step up after last week. Preston Williams caught that ball on the sideline for a big play.
And Gesicki caught that touchdown.
Caught the touchdown. Devontae Parker caught the touchdown. I think the footage was out when Devontae Parker scored, so I didn't see who it was on. But, I mean, they passed for 300 yards on us. I think
Fitzpatrick is either bullheaded or ballsy.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Right. So I think Trey's got a little chip going into this game, especially going against Jalen Ramsey, who just got paid more than him, and he's going to want to show him up.
Yeah. Is it in Buffalo? No, it's in Buffalo. That's why I think the win goes to us anyway, because I think that
Traveling, yep.
is just weird. I think the Rams are on a high. I think they're going to try to run the ball. They're going to get stopped. They're going to get
Yeah. I think Josh Allen throws his first pick this game, and it's going to be trying to hit Stephon Diggs against Jalen Ramsey. And as much as I hate Jalen Ramsey, but I to be honest with you,
I don't think he makes the play. I think one of their safeties makes the pick.
Think it's tip, or you think it's?
I think he's going to try to force the ball into
a window, and the safety cuts in front.
Safety or a linebacker is going to just stop right up and make the pick.
Okay.
So,
I can see that.
What's your bold claims?
Bold claim. Bold claim is Tyler Kroft gets a touchdown.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it doesn't seem like a bold claim.
Bold claim, but yeah.
But I mean,
I get it.
He has not shown up in 2 games. So
yeah. I don't think he's had a catch. So
right.
You're saying a catch and a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm saying a catch and a touchdown. And then I'm going to say, Oh, Devin Singletary over 100.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty bold.
Right. My bold claim is Poyer causes the sack and an interception.
Yep.
And my next bold claim. I'm going to go crazy.
Okay. Let it loose.
Let it loose.
Let your hair down.
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley.
120.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go bold.
Cole man.
129 catches and a touchdown.
120 and a touch.
Yeah, 9 catches, 120 and a touch.
I like
that. I mean,
yeah.
I'm jumping right now, man. Pick and a sack for Poyer.
Yeah.
You know, if we're talking about Madden, if anyone plays Madden, they're going to get a superstar rating after this.
Yeah, right? Nah, it's the Bills. They don't like that.
No, they don't like that. Yeah.
Right? So, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be, like we said at the beginning of the show, it's going to be a measuring stick. If Josh Allen comes out and does anything close to what he did against the Jets or the Dolphins, then there is no more talk of, it was just the Jets and Dolphins.
Yeah. See, I think,
all that's done.
Yeah, I think we come out there, and I know you want us to run the ball.
Yeah.
You know how we did against the Jets, where we kind of like ran that kind of like that West Coast offense?
Yeah.
That's what
Same
I see
thing.
us doing.
Yeah.
I think we want to spread. Their only big pass rushers, Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Leonard Floyd, I know, has a sack, but I'm not scared of it. Michael Brockers plays their other end.
Yep.
Not scared of that.
Right, he's a bigger end. He's not going to beat you off the edge.
He played defensive tackle for college. I know that weird 3-4
Yeah.
scheme, but I think we spread them.
Mm-hmm.
They have young linebackers.
Yeah.
I think we
no-name linebackers.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of that team, it's
That's what I'm saying.
No-name position.
I think when you play into their thing with playing like a linebacker, and you kind of do that run thing with the Eagles and the Cowboys do.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eagles, they had 20 carries on him.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders had 20 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown. That's very successful.
Yeah.
They couldn't pass the ball.
Yep.
Josh Allen's a whole different breed right now.
Oh yeah, he is, and he's on top of the world.
Yeah.
He is going to come out there.
He just won the angriest run of the week.
Yep.
He's getting all these ESPN segments.
Number 1 in the NFL in passing yards. Stephon Diggs is tied for number 1 in the NFL for receiving yards. So, I mean, Bills' offense right now is on a high. It's going to be interesting to see if they can keep it going against the Rams.
See, I just see it. I mean, I don't think the Rams have enough to hold us back.
I don't think
even
so
though
either.
they've holding back the Cowboys and the Eagles, but let's be honest, the NFC East sucks. So.
That's true.
I mean, they win the division at 8-8.
Yeah, the Washington Redskins after the first week were number 1 in the division. So, what's that tell you?
Yeah, but don't worry, the Rams get all the hype, but the Bills get no hype. So
right. Every team gets hype. Arizona gets hype.
Yeah, they rank Kyler Murray ahead of
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week. We'll see you next Tuesday on a recap.
See you on next Tuesday when we have Victory Monday.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good video and not coming after a loss. Make sure to follow us, like us, share us, use us and abuse us.
See you guys.